Real quick, I just want to thank all you Patreons for all you do. You never ask for anything, but I really do appreciate you very, very much. What you do goes a long way to help this channel continue to grow. And also thank you members as well. I never take the time to really thank you. I put you at the front of every video, but I never really tell you how thankful I am. So I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. It means a lot, and it allows me to keep doing what we doing. So here is where we take a deeper dive into the debunking sewer, if you will, to allow you guys to become the debunker yourselves. These are by far my favorite videos to make because you guys come up with stuff sometimes I don't see, and that really helps. It allows us to look deeper because I've already made a video on it. Plus it allows you guys to do your own little debunking twist yourself. And it's not just debunking, it's your thoughts on things as well. So without further ado, let's get to the first comment by DJ. DJ writes, I would have done it, mate, but I'm crap at even 5mm roleplay, and equipment would not be good enough at the minute. But maybe we can do a project together next year. Maybe you could do Frankendrifter project when it's fully up and running, as I'd love to collab, brother. Oh, that is about the Shapetober spectacular animation that's coming out on Halloween. Well, looky here, I just so happen to have a notebook. How about that? Now, the characters that have been 100% cast: the radio host, Daniel Green; the old woman, Shishi; the angry neighbor, Zombie Studios; the detective is going to be Tantrix; the police captain hasn't been cast yet, but it's going to be a male; and the love interest, surprisingly enough, hasn't been cast yet, the female love interest, or just female neighbor, whose name is Rose Marie Derry. That's her name, the character, Rose. And I need to cast that like in the next 24 hours, or I'll have to voice her myself. What did you click off? Stay with me here. Easter eggs. Shadow Raven got an Easter egg. Elaine the werewolf got an Easter egg. Rose D got an Easter egg, and Steve M got an Easter egg. And in case you're wondering how to get an Easter egg, just go to my PayPal and donate whatever you can afford. You don't have to, but if you just want that little fun, little extra Easter egg in the animation itself, you can do so. And like I said in past videos, the bigger the donation, the bigger the Easter egg. I mean, there's people that already had a character named after them. And everything helps. Everything. So I really appreciate you guys for getting those Easter eggs. But remember, if you're a Patreon member, you automatically get producer credit on the animation. Now, let's see what Mama's House had to say. Mama's House writes, if Kelsey is a medium, why does she need so many devices to speak to spirits when she says she can see them and speak to ghosts all the time? She is scamming people, which is wrong. And once again, Mama's House spitting a little bit of fire. And I totally agree. I think I mentioned in the last video that, you know, if I had this gift where I just talk to any spirit there, why would I need a device when I know what they look like? I can say anything I want to them. They can tell me anything as long as they give it to me in some weird way, like it starts with a J or an M. But yeah, it does make you wonder. If you can see them, you know where they're at. You don't need some device telling you that. And when you act surprised, when you get these, what do you call that device going through radio frequencies? Frig. Spirit box, dummy. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Going through a bunch of radio frequencies and supposedly getting spirits' voices that, you know, it's clearly a man's voice, but it's supposed to be a woman spirit speaking. That blows my mind how that works. A lot of times you even get music in there. It's almost as if that radio station's playing a song. But that's neither here nor there. If you're a psychic, you shouldn't need any of that. The responses shouldn't shock you, being as you could talk directly to them. Let's see what old Angie's got to say. Angie writes, 3339, I believe that is the Ghost Tube Seer designed by Image Crypt. You can get AI images through it. Sometimes it's a total what WTF, and others occasionally will be kind of accurate to the location. But it's still bollocks. Oh, I've seen a version of that device in the past that shows you like AI images or something, old-timey looking images, and the ghost interacts with the machine, and that's what makes it spit out these pictures. The ghost energy goes inside the plastic of the machine, and the circuits on the inside of the machine can read ghost spirit energy so good that it can just spit out the corresponding image to match what the spirit wants. Yeah, that makes total sense. It really does. Judy B writes, male country singer, love it, Shapey, great video. Thank you.
Now she's dead. Now she's dead.
Somebody find the name of that song for me, please. So Judy, you heard that song as well. That was a country song that they said was a response from the spirit. You gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? It blows your mind that you hear a guitar and you just, that's a spirit. They're speaking to us, and they're playing a guitar as they're speaking to us. That's why the music's there, obviously. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. It ain't like when they pass on, they can't, you know, just play them instruments. A ghost guitar, if you will. Oh, man. Looking back on the memories of... See what Sally has got to say here. Sally writes, can I ask you a couple of questions, Shape? Can you tell me what being a medium has to do with taking a shower outside? And she is speaking to a spirit too. Body pops. Give me strength. To add insult to injury, earlier she implies something not so nice while trying to talk to Murray. You asked what word we heard. Sorry, Shape. I heard cabbage. Yep, the spirit likes her vegetables. Thanks, Shape. You've done it again. Genius. Now, I don't want to brag, Sally, but it was a good video, I gotta say. Yeah, I don't know what, you know, dancing in the rain with sensors over your lady parts has to do with anything. But this was before she found out that she had these psychic abilities that she apparently had when she was 2 years old, since she was 2 years old. But I digress. Let's see what Dragon Slayer, who was coming in with some pretty good ones, see what they got to say. Dragon Ranger writes 2850 and said, weird indentation is the edge of the muscle that is on everybody's leg. Dragon Slayer, I looked at my leg. While I don't have the scrapes and cuts that, you know, Timu Logan Paul had, I do have that indentation. But mine's a scar, believe it or not. But yeah, we all had that muscle on the calf, that long indentation that goes horizontally. But on my leg there, I got a big burn, humongous grease burn. Nasty burn. Happened years ago. Dead leg. Yeah, so, but yeah, I get what you're saying. When she pointed out that one part of his leg, yeah, that she was just pointing out the muscle definition. So yeah, they put that stuff on camera, and I guess the audience is supposed to just be like, oh shucks, that's ghost indentations. It's scary. Now let's see what I See Ghost Cats has to say. I See Ghost Cats writes, Belisca was bought out. They got rid of the first guide. There was a boycott on Belisca House. They must be reopened now. Those people need to be respected. Yeah, I knew this wasn't the same guy. I was like, he grew about 3 or 4 inches taller, less hair, no facial hair. Yeah, definitely not the same dude. See, I knew that wasn't the same guy. I just knew it, obviously, because they look completely different. But I did not know anything about, you know, the Belisca House being bought out. And I'm sure there's controversy behind it. I have no doubt. It's like there's a lot of controversy on the Conjuring House right now. Hopefully all that gets... It's a historic place. I made a video a while back kind of poking fun at the Conjuring drama, but it wasn't poking fun at the people that want to save the place for historic reasons. That's all great and everything. The drama behind it, there's no room for it. Oh, and Dragon Slayer, Dragon Ranger. Another question from them.
Dragon Ranger writes, Grief Vampire can match the damn ITC channels as well.
Dragon Ranger, you're 100% dead on balls accurate. I've thought that for a very, very long time, that ITC channels are the very bottom of the humanity barrel. It's garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. So I decided, being as you brought up ITC channels, I wonder if any of them has made a video on, everybody's probably heard about Diane Keaton recently passing. I wonder if any of those guys made a video on it already. And sure enough, Hope Paranormal. Always there to capitalize on tragedy. Always. Always, always, always. What a really, really low human being. And Hope, I know you watch these videos. Cannot stand that person. Breathe, shapy poo. Let's go to our next comment.
Joe the Skeptic writes, if she is a psychic, why would she need any help with the spirit box or K2 meter or any kind of device? She would know exactly who is there, what gender they are, and exactly what they look like. Well, that's my opinion anyway.
And Joe the Skeptic is always coming in with just good common sense. It just seems to be a question that you can't answer, Joe. You can't answer those type of questions. Yeah, they should know everything about the spirit, like I said, being as they have direct communication with the spirits. Why they have to have those other devices? I don't know. It's almost as if they don't have the gift.
Tiffany writes, Jeffrey Dahmer, Stephen Hicks, Raymond Hill, Matthew Hill, Ted Loser, Lisa Levy, Kimberly Leach. Those were the ones he got charged with, but many more.
I gotta say, Tiffany H., I'm proud of you. Really am. I am super proud of you. Now, when I was talking about how they glorify the serial killer and they don't focus in on the victims, when I said that in the last video, I meant that. But I also said that, yeah, there's going to be some people that do know the names of the victims. It's not like nobody does. There's going to be some that do. But she was kind enough to actually list off some of them. And that's what I like to see. So if you see Tiffany down there, give her an upvote. We appreciate you, Tiffany. We do it for the victims. Think about this. How many books were wrote on Jack the Ripper? A lot. Probably more than books wrote on Abraham Lincoln, I would guess. And if that don't tell you something, I don't know what does. Kibber left a comment.
Kibber writes, first she says she sees a 12-foot tall figure when the tour guide said the killer was 5'8" or shorter. Then she can't remember Murray's last name, disrespectful. Then she gets a word from an app that isn't apt, tranquility. So far, she's struck out in the supposed psychic field she says she's part of, LOL. Then to escalate the disrespect, she accuses an innocent female ghost of probing her butthole. I thought there was aliens territory, not ghost behavior.
Kibber is spitting absolute venom. I don't know what to say, But yeah, you're absolutely right, I've always thought that it was the aliens that done that stuff. I never thought spirits would stoop to that level and stick things right up your can't say it on YouTube, but well, she did, so yeah. But I'm not gonna say the other part. Yeah, you gotta avoid that on YouTube. They'll say it, then if I say it, they'll completely demonetize the video. That's the way they roll on YouTube now. Those are good points, Kibber. Really good points. I have nothing to add. Going right to the next comment.
Ambash writes, 9, I hear it as established 910 almost sounds like an advert for something saying something like, if you get here right now.
Mary, are you in here? Hi.
Ambash, absolute facts. It's probably a car dealership or something on the radio advertising, come on down here to get the greatest deals. We've got a 1997 coupe for sale, half price, 272,000 miles on it, guaranteed to run forever. Yeah, that's more than likely, that's what came through on that radio station. Probably some kind of dealership or something like that. Comment below what you think it is. Now, let's go to the next comment.
Stingy68 writes, she looks like Kim Kardashian's clone. But does she really look like Kim Kardashian? Well, here's Kim Kardashian, of course. Well, I guess she would be like the goth type version of Kim Kardashian. I mean, yeah, I can definitely see a resemblance, for sure. This is more like Kim Kardashian. Get it? Nope. Bill Stacy writes, great video, buddy. Media will always sensationalize the perpetrator, but it's almost always never about the victims. Appreciate you, Shape.
Bill, I appreciate that. I really do. Appreciate the extra support, by the way, too, as well. You know, and it's absolutely true. And another reason I used this comment, I was like, you know what? This is a good time to plug another channel that I watch right here on YouTube, who actually completely bombards and pokes fun at the perpetrators. But he always is victim-centric. He focuses on the victims and tells their story. But he still tells you everything that happens, but he does it in a way where it's disrespectful to the killer and respectful to the victims. And that channel's called The Mystorian. You know, like the historian, but it's the Mystorian. Up and coming channel, and my favorite true crime channel right now on YouTube is that channel. So go there and say, hey, the Shape sent me. You'll love the channel. I'm telling you, he did a Jack the Ripper series. One of the best. Detailed, good takes, lots of common sense. Right up my alley. Next comment.
Denise writes, what I find amazing is that she has some content a little ways back, and not one of those videos was she a medium, psychic, clairvoyant, or anything. Her friend was a supposed medium and got a lot more views and subs than her, so all of a sudden, like magic, she became a medium, but claims she's been seen to dead since she was like 2 years old.
And Denise, spitting fire. That's a good point, Denise. Something did I mention in the last video? I'm not sure if I did or not, but I'll mention it in this video. The side-eye guy did a video on her before she acquired her gifts, which were a lot of videos before we found out that she had the gifts. Then she collabed with Kelsey, collabed with like Amanda and these other psychics. And one video, couple videos later, bam, she all of a sudden acquired the gift. Never mentioned it before, even though she had the gift since she was 2 years old. That would be something you'd think she would mention, right? A gift that impressive. But no, it was later on. And then that's the mind-blowing stuff, is people buy into that. Oh, well, she said she has the gift. Who am I to argue with her? Oh, man. Grief vampires, that's what they are. Now, let's see what Scott has to say.
Scott Fricks writes, thank God for the Shape. I absolutely have had a crap day until I got this notification. My boy.
And these type comments, Scott, are exactly what pushes me through and makes me enjoy this, what I do even more, is if I can help anybody out in any way whatsoever with a video, whether they're going through a bad time, bad day, whatever, it means the world to me. And I really appreciate that. And I want to kind of, end on that note because, in case you hadn't noticed, this channel is pretty dead. And that's far from a joke. I've been at 27,000 subs for over a year, right? That's crazy. And I was like, man, what happened? I get shadow banned. And look, I'm not complaining. I'm kind of ranting, I guess, but I'm not complaining. But I want to mention it because it's, when you jump into something full time, it's a scary thing because your livelihood depends on that doing good, obviously. And now I'm not complaining, but if you haven't noticed, my subs stopped and my views dropped drastically. And I was like, man, I suck. Maybe people just got bored with this stuff. I don't do drama videos and strictly debunking. And if a debunker says that drama videos, their debunking videos perform way better than their drama videos, I mean, they're partly right, but drama always sells. And yeah, you may have more popular debunking videos, but drama brings in a different audience. You know, some people are strictly debunking, which is you guys watching me. You're hardcore debunkers, debunking fans. You have casuals who like debunking, but they like the drama stuff as well. That's just the way it is. And there's nothing wrong with like a drama. That's not what I'm saying. But where I don't do it, I'm missing out on that audience. And man, it's rough. It really is. So in the future, after October, I'm going to do something I don't know that any other YouTuber's done. Well, with the exception of Moist Critical. I'm going to show you what I made the whole year. Every time. Yeah, I'm going to show you. And the reason I want to do that is I'm just going to be flat out honest here. If it wasn't for patrons and members and a super thanks and a PayPal donation, I'd be sunk. So I was like, here's what I plan on doing. I'm going to give it 6 months. I'm going to give it 6 months. I'm going to work hard on this channel, but I'm going to do this channel full time, and I'm going to do the Octagon channel after October. The Octagon channel full time, just diving in head first. I'm curious to see, because this channel's been demonetized so many times that the algorithm thinks, because once you get demonetized, YouTube quits promoting you. They're not making money. And the algorithm reads that like, nobody's watching the videos, so I'm going to quit pushing them. That's what demonetization does. I've had 1/3 of my videos copyright claimed, and I think that's what stopped the growth. I really do. I'm not sure. Comment below if you have a better idea, but I think that might have something to do with it. But yeah, I'm going to focus on the Octagon and this one, and I'm going to put all my heart and soul into it. I hope you guys are right along with me. It's going to be my best work. If I can get through this month doing debunking videos and this animation. When I ain't debunking, I'm animating. There's no free time. So I figure if I could do that, I could run 2 channels. Join Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook. I love you guys. And I'm sorry I'm complaining. I really am. But, you know, sometimes I just gotta let it out and vent. Even if I'm wrong. But don't think for a second I don't appreciate each and every one of you guys. And not just people that pay anything. Just you watching me right now. I love you and I appreciate you too. Don't think I don't. In the next video, I better see you. I'm just kidding. But not really. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace.